Dorian's right here. Go ahead, pick him up. Right by the court.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Hey, you guards, they play so fast, you might not be able to run to your matchup. It's more important that we all just get a guy and then guard him. Hey, and that was a good bump on Jaren Jackson. What's up, Barry? Dorian! Feel like we're playing pretty good defense. Just some rebounds and some loose balls, a couple turnovers. They're small, so they're flying around. We just gotta be solid, get what we want. Hey, if you gotta go, you protect the rim and just the next guy to rotate.
Morgan Wall and is he not a country guy?
So get a stop, Black. Go, take it out. You want to win? Rebound.
Play harder. Play more sloppy.
Hit some bodies. Communicate some switches or some squares. Stop, Black! Get a stop! Let's go! Get a stop, Black!
More stop. That's 2 for 1.
Shift! No shooter, Kev! Shift, Dorian!
Good job, Fred. Get around.
That's our ball! Better! Oh! Yeah! Now it's up! Yeah, boys! I almost dove on the floor. I thought about it. My instincts just kicked in. I was like, yeah, Tori. Yeah, even.
Our thanks to assistant coach Ben Sullivan for being wired up tonight. I've talked about this before with Murph. To me, it's far more interesting if you were ever to sit courtside. I know you're used to it because you were there and you've played the game, but for just a regular person like me to be able to hear what goes on the floor is more fascinating than seeing what goes on the floor.
No, I'm all in with Wired Up Wednesday. And hats off to Ben Sullivan. First and foremost, man, he lets the guys know, hey, I'm the feds tonight, okay? Be careful what you say, fellas. I'm wired up. Say hello to everybody. That's his job. But in all seriousness, a cool, calming force from a coach that you can relate to. Hey, guys, it's that simple. Get matched up in transition. We have the advantage. Get there. He's talking to you, coaching you through the sidelines on where to be in situations like that. So Ben Sullivan, his value is there. And then jokingly like, hey, man, ball on floor, man on floor. If you're a real ball player, we're in trouble. You're running suicides if you don't dive on that floor. So he knew it, but that was just really cool. You're right, Kevin, to see, even for a guy who played, just to watch it.
I always thought it was interesting, too, to be able to, whenever you see 6 assistant coaches come together during a timeout out at the free throw line before they come into the huddle, I always wonder what they talked about. And you can hear right there really an example of what they were saying.
And it's that simple. Sometimes it's strategy. Sometimes it's managing emotions. And it's just a comic for us. What do we need to win? And Ime Udoka's done a stellar job of bringing in guys that he trusts, guys that he's had relationships with. They're all in shape. I think that our group can take any other coaching starting 5 or bench and win those games. With all seriousness, it's relatable to the guys. And that's why he's had the success. And you saw Ben Sullivan on display tonight.
All right, Texas Mattress Makers put him to bed performance tonight. If I told you that Ben Thompson was going to score 8 points and make just 3 shots, you'd think, well, he didn't have a very good game. A career high, 14 assists for Ben Thompson. Sometimes you're not going to shoot it well, but you can do a lot of other things to help your team win.
This game didn't win any beauty pageants. I mean, it was absolutely ugly. I mean, go ahead and hide it, destroy the film, but at the end of the day, you get a win. What was gold here is that they were sagging so far off of Ben Thompson. You know what that does? That allows him to see the floor. I played with Rajon Rondo, and everybody would back up, say he can't shoot. We don't want him to drive by you. But now he can just size up and look at these target passes that he makes, and he's able to feed his teammates, get them the basketball. And this is instrumental because the challenge is who's going to step up and play the point guard position? When they take away the rim, how are you going to be effective? And he was excellent tonight, career high, as you mentioned, at sharing the basketball, getting his teammates involved, and leading the game.
I think, too, Memphis had a mentality because he really hurt them last time out. He was 13 for 26 from the floor, shot the ball really well against Memphis back in November. So you thought they probably had that in their mindset that was part of the game plan, was to take him out of his game in this one tonight.
Well, Amin Thompson's the Swiss Army knife. He gives you what you need. You got to have the points and the rebounds from Alp. Kevin Durant is going to go one-on-one. He's the world's greatest, the best that we have ever seen do that as far as one-on-one natural scoring, but Amin Thompson's going to get him where he fits in. And I was very proud in moments. We've seen him go off for 30. We've seen him have mega rebounding games, and now the versatility with the assists. But that's the growth. And we've seen a lot, Kevin. He was underneath the defense last year, playing in the dunker, selfless. This year he's on the ball, so a lot more demand is being put on Amin Thompson, and that responsibility he's taken advantage of. And again, the challenge with Amin is he's such an amazing kid. He's a perfectionist. He don't like to make mistakes, so he's learning the game plan, the strategy, the discipline to attack the way that they're playing him.
All right, stick around. More to come here on the postgame show presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Rockets win it tonight 108-99 as they outscore Memphis 57-45 in the second half. Let's get to that forward drive of the game, and we talked about Amin Thompson's 14 assists. He needed no assistance right here. And that's pretty.
Kevin, I'm in love with this look. We just talked about it. Kevin Durant sets a phone-crushing screen right there. And what does this man do? They do not want to leave Kevin Durant, and you end up getting one of the league's most dynamic athletes downhill on the rim. I'm sure Amin Thompson was probably surprised he was that open, but the more plays where Durant can screen, it is beautiful offense, and great job from the coaching staff from drawing that up.
33 points tonight from KD. Let's hear from Kevin Durant.
Kevin, you and Alperen Sengun both scoring 33 tonight. What did you like about Alperen's game?
Just how he carried us really when we were struggling to shoot the ball. In the first three quarters, I thought we were getting good looks, but we just couldn't knock him down, and he was just that steady force for us, and which got us all going. So we were inspired by his play, and fourth quarter we was able to turn around.
What is it like when both of you are hot like that and making an impact?
It's incredible. It's fun. It's demoralizing for the other team, especially once he get going. And you switch off a wing player on him. I think late in the game, me and him ran that pick and roll, and they were switching, and you got a wing player on him. Now you in a bind, and me at the top of the key. I'm just wide open for a three. When they double. And then he was just getting downhill, spinning, getting to his right hand, just doing whatever he wanted to do in that middle of that floor. So we found some stuff, that worked for us, but I'm glad we was able to come out and get the W. I mean, it was a tough first half. We were in mud a little bit, but we kept grinding.
Kevin, there was a lineup that had you with, I think, Josh, Amin, Tari, and Dorian. Just how aggressive can that pairing be in terms of guys that can switch 1 through 5, be aggressive, getting the passing lanes? How impactful was that lineup for you? It
was definitely one of those lineups that I've been waiting to see for a while, especially having Dorian and Tari back in the lineup. I wanted to see how that worked, and having guys that can just switch 1 through 5 and just get out and run. And it's always good to have a versatile group, and we play big, we can play small. I think if we just keep working, we'll be better at it, and guys are getting their legs up under him too. So it's been solid for us thus far.
KD, you referenced LP taking over in the fourth quarter. How important is it for him to be forceful when he has an advantage or a mismatch like he was tonight down the stretch?
Yeah, it's key. I mean, that's why we're going to go to the next level when he can. I mean, 15 for 17, that's insane, man. And one of his 2 misses was a deep 3, probably ended the shot clock grenade. 2 of them was probably grenades, to be honest. So he could have been perfect from the field tonight. And with that many shot attempts, that's unheard of, man. So to make 15 field goals, to get 33 points, super, super efficient on both ends, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, that was an incredible game, man. It was fun to watch.
It feels like you and Alpe's two-man game has gotten better and better as the season has gone along. In the NBA, your co-star has never been a big man like him. What has the adjustment process for you been like, trying to figure each other's games out, and what are some of the intricacies that you're starting to pick up on now?
Yeah, I mean, I had to figure out where his spots are on the floor that he likes to be comfortable in, I found like the top of the key, that free throw line area, those boxes and elbows. That's usually a spot. So I just try to give him some outlets and be there for him and be able to knock down the three for him when they help. Keep the defense a little honest when I'm right there. And he finding out my spots too, like how, he's finding out how I like coming off handoffs and pick and rolls and where I like to ISO. And so we're learning each other, and we'll continue to learn each other as we both get better. We both get more acclimated to the system, so that process of like figuring each other out is ongoing throughout the whole season. And tonight's one of those nights you take a step in the right direction.
Yeah, Ahmed had a career high in assists tonight. Felt like he could have had even more if a few shots went down. What did you like about just his overall floor game tonight?
Yeah, I mean, just controlling the game. He, like you said, he could have had 20 assists with the amount of shots we missed that are open that he created. But just having a game like that, I mean, he can go get you 30. He can go get you 14 assists, 10 rebounds on you. So when you're unpredictable like that as a player, just makes our attack even more unpredictable, which makes us a better team. So wish he'd have got a triple-double tonight, but he had enough opportunities to do so.
Yeah. There's your final score tonight, 108-99. Back with more. It's a post game presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors.